We lowered the deck down approximately a foot so it was convenient. In fact, we got down as low as we had horses that would go underneath to hold it, so that it's now convenient to work on the deck. Now, let's look at the deck itself. First thing we had to do was make sure that we had the cab sills in place. These are ash, approximately 3 inches square, white ash, which is what the originals were made of. And they go around forming the exact frame of the cab. We measured many times. Also, there were old holes in the sill, which made it possible to locate these things, we think, pretty darn close to where the originals were. As we mentioned earlier, the cab, and we can point to the same spot. The cab has posts which go this way that have tenons that go down and into these mortises here, and then this is where the steel rod goes all the way to the bottom of the sill, where it can then be bolted and tightened up. Some of the places they just have a bolt going through. There are not rods in every corner. There's about 10 of them all the way around. This is the door frame. The framing, there's no framework right here. I'm not quite sure how it works because the original was rotted away, but we'll figure that out, I'm sure. So this is bolted down, and this is mortise in here so the bolt doesn't turn. The bolt's 13 inches long, as you can see, right on there. Just as an example of what we're facing, this is an old piece. We think it came from this location, and because it was where there was a window that went down into a pocket right above that, and it was open sometime, the water got in and caused some rot here. There's the same mortise as you find right here. And this little piece is kind of interesting. This is because the windows, you can look over here and see where the cab is, the windows slid down, and this was to keep them from smashing in the bottom. It's a little bit of rubber. And so we'll put the same thing right here, and there probably was another one over there. This is another piece of the cab floor. I don't know which way is up here. You can see it's suffered, or the cab sill, I should say. Didn't really get much clues. We had enough by looking at some of the old ones, and there's still some stuff inside of the cab wall. You see, the cab wall will come down here. The sheathing on the outside will go vertically here, and then there's wainscoting on the inside, which will go here. So there's supposed to be about a 3/4 inch space, which we just set these in yesterday.